Hello, YouTube. I'm struggling with my screen. Oh, got it sorted. How are we all? Let me see who's in. Let me have a look. Sheila, howdy how. Green Eyes, Stella, Frida, Janet, Lisa Marie, Danny. Hi, Danny. Good to see you. Are you feeling any better, sweetheart? 'Cause I know you've not been very well. Who else have we got? Blah de blah. Ice cream. Oh, hello. I don't think I know you, but hello and welcome. Cassius. Just going down my list. Our Brian the bastard. Hello, hello. Sheila. Is that it? Have I got everybody? Oh no. Let me see. Oh, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Good to see you as always. Lovely Wiki Moon. Hello. Did I get Janet? I can't remember if I did. Right. Let me just see. Did I get everybody? Oh, is Voodoo in? I can't see Voodoo. Oh, yeah, there you go. Hi, love. How are you? Da, hello. How are you? Good to see you all. Right, so first off, Danny, if you want to, Danny After Dark, for anybody who doesn't know, and I always do this at the start of my lives. Danny, do you want to drop your link in? Danny has got a really good channel. She does true crime. She covers, she does book reviews, true crime books, and she also is a permanent panel member on a podcast that covers the Manson murders. Oh, let's have a look. Sick with COVID, haven't. Oh gosh, no, it's kicking your ass big time. Slowly getting better. The weird thing is, can't taste or smell. Do you know what? It really affected my taste, Danny. I know, because I think I left you a message on your last live because I was waiting for it, and then I saw that you'd had to pull it. So healing thoughts to Danny, but please pop your link in, Danny, and then hopefully if anybody who hasn't already subbed to you, they can go over. She does a really good really good stories. The way that she tells them, and the book reviews are excellent. And as I said, she's a permanent panel guest or co-host. Is that the right? What would you say? Co-host, isn't it really, Danny? On the Paulcast. If you want to drop that link in as well, and that is purely covering the Manson murders, and they discuss it. It's a really nice, friendly group of people. And I know that you'd all be welcome over there because I know a lot of you like your true crime. If anybody else has a channel that you want to shamelessly promote, such as Wiki, who has, congratulations, has hit her 500 subs mark. Oh, thank you. There's Danny's link. Please, if anybody hasn't subbed, give her a sub. Yeah, co-host. Sorry, I was saying permanent panel guest. Yeah, she does, doesn't she, Lady Witch? She's got an excellent channel. And she also works with cats that are rescued and finds them new homes and loves them and cares for them. So any animal lover, anybody who works in a rescue, is welcome. Hi, Lisa. I've sent you an email. Have you received it? My Wi-Fi is bad. May trip in and out. Love you all. Oh no, Lisa, I haven't. Oh, if you sent it to the Kiss My Axe one, as quite a few people will be able to confirm, Lady Witch and Brian being two of them, it's very hit. Oh, and Dar as well. Dar had trouble. It's very hit and miss. Sometimes people can send me emails and they come straight through, and other times I can't get them at all. So I haven't had anything from you yet. That's not to say it won't come through, but it's a bit of a nightmare, that email address. I'm thinking of just binning it off and making another one. But I hope that you're well. Well, it's been all excitement here tonight as well. there have been, I was chatting to everybody earlier, and oh, this is really weird. Right, something's happened with StreamYard. I appear to have a new screen set up, and I don't know why. Bloody hell. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, it's been quite it's Kenneth in. Hi Kenneth, lovely to see you. It's been quite exciting here today, or tonight rather. I was chatting to some of the girls earlier on, and all I could hear was what they called going off, helicopters. And I thought, this isn't normal round here. And I knew it was a police helicopter coming in quite low, and kissed my arse. Shut up, Brian. And the next minute, on the village community website, it was literally my little lane here, and there aren't many houses on it, was just absolutely mad with police cars. There were vans, there's a helicopter going around. Apparently there's been a burglary, and I think it was a violent robbery. One of my neighbours. This area here is one of the safest in the whole of the UK, and that's just gone down the Swanee, hasn't it? So yeah, so it's been a little bit exciting. I don't know whether the police helicopters will come back again. If they do, we might have a bit of a barking dog. So tits that, yeah, who was it? Somebody told me they dared me to go out. Oh, it was Lisa, wasn't it? Lisa said she dared me to go outside and flash my my bazookas at the police helicopter, but obviously I didn't, because I was brought up, not dragged up. And I probably would have done if it was summer, but it's -1. Well, it's coming up to a full moon as well, isn't it, Lady Witch? So it's not just, oh, well, it's your holidays. It's not a holiday over here for us. Don't forget, because it's, oh yeah, sorry, don't forget, happy Thanksgiving to everybody in America. So Lady Witch and, well, Greg, if he comes in, and Danny, and who else is in America? Gosh, can't remember. Anyway, sorry, brain's a bit effed up. Bazooka pancake. You're a cheeky get, Brian. Pancakes, fried eggs. Yeah, we do have Christmas, Lady Witch. It's just not yet. And I celebrate Yarl anyway, so I need to buy all that shit as well. I've got to completely replenish all of my Christmas decoration stock. It's a good excuse for me to go crackers though, and buy all sorts of things. Let me just say, yeah, for some reason my screen keeps jumping and I'm losing the chat, so I'm sorry, just bear with me a second, if you don't mind. Oh, I've done it again. It's all just vanished. Right, I'm probably going to be struggling now. Green eyes, left your tree in the loft when you... Oh, yeah, you said that the other day, because it was a black one, wasn't it? You sent the email again, Lisa. I'm okay, thank you, and hope you and everyone, sending love to everyone. Oh, thank you very much, Lisa. Yeah, I'm all okay. I think everybody's okay. Oh, gosh, Brian said his YouTube has changed. It's this bloody... I don't know what it's doing. It's the screen and it keeps freezing. So as I'm trying to read the chat, it then just jumps. Brian's cheeks are pancakes, so it all works out in the end. He needs a slap with a bloody pancake. Anyway, I've got a channel for you all to follow. Anybody who's interested in Dogman and the associated stories that go with it. I'm going to cover this story because at the moment it's blowing up the tubes, it's blowing up the internet. It's a guy called Matt Emch, and his name is EMCH. That's how you spell his surname, Matt, which is MATT. This story has only come out in the last couple of months. He has just started up his own channel to tell his story. He's been guesting on quite a few of the larger channels, so things like What Lurks Beneath, Paul Sinclair. He was on Paul Sinclair's, The Confessionals. I don't know if any of you follow some of these, The Confessionals. So he is telling his story, and he's set his own channel up. So if anybody wants it, I'm going to have to type it in, because unless somebody... actually, hang on. Green Eyes and Lady Witch, you'll have the link, won't you? Could you post the link to that, the Planet 412 channel, please? It'd just be nice. Give him a bit of love. Tell him where you got pointed over from. But it's all in writing rather than in numbers. It's actually at Planet 412. You just write it all out. But obviously, if one of the girls can pop the link in, that would be really good. But his story is quite scary. It goes back to 1987 when he was a 14-year-old boy with his friends. Hi, Kathy. Lovely to see you as always. So yeah, it's worth having a watch if Sorry about that. There was just I don't know what the heck happened there. It was like a bit of a mini like a little mini power cut. All the lights flickered and I went off the screen, but hopefully I'm back now. Green Eyes and Wiccan, thank you very much. Thank you. No, I've not been abducted yet, Brian, but I'm expecting it. Oh, it's I'm going to highlight that. It's tragic, isn't it, what's happening over there? Oh, sorry, what's Danny saying here? When will you be doing a Purple Aki episode? I had never heard of him, and I've since been researching quite a bit. You definitely want to hear. Yeah, well, it was because there'd been quite a bit, which I'm not going to go into on tonight, Danny, but there had been quite a lot of drama, shall we say, from other areas of YouTube. So I just didn't think I was supposed to be doing it last Thursday. I didn't think it was appropriate at the time. And I thought I'll just let everybody gather their thoughts, get themselves together again. We'll have a little catch up tonight. And then I am planning because Helen Happy Thoughts is going to kick my ass if I don't do Purple Aki, because we've grown up with Purple Aki, as Kathy has as well. So I am going to plan on Tuesday to do Purple Aki. So it'll be Purple Aki, but there won't be enough for a full live. So I'm going to do Purple Aki and a Dogman. And I think I'm probably going to cover this Matt Emch story because it's, it's quite freaky, actually. It's quite scary. And this guy, he's had a lot of challenges himself as well. He's got a video on his own channel where he's obviously been very, very poorly. I don't know what's up with him. I don't know what the story is to it, but he's had to have a leg amputated, and it sounds like he something like he died 3 or 4 times, and he's been in quite a bad way. So it'd just be nice if people can give him a sub, put him a nice comment, tell him you've come over from my channel. You're really interested in his Dogman story, because he was so interesting. And I thought, you know what? I know he's going to all the big channels, but I wouldn't even mind seeing if he would come on here, because he is a pretty new YouTuber and he's really, really interesting to speak to, and to listen to. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you for subbing to him. Yeah, oh, that poor little girl. Well, Wiccan, do you know what I remember was when there was that stabbing a couple of years ago in Southern Ireland, the terrorist stabbing, and when they were trying to get him in, the Garda were trying to get him in the police station, and all It was just the Irishmen who were outside the station, and because you don't, everybody thinks the Irish are, which they are fun loving and happy and friendly and jovial. But my God, you try pulling a terror stunt over there and you're going to know about it, because there is no holding them back. It's not like over here where people are like simps. Oh gosh, you can't say anything in case you insult somebody or hurt someone's feels. No, the Irish, zero fucks are given. So yeah, it's absolutely awful. It's awful. And it was nice to see Wicken has shared a GoFundMe for the guy. Was he Brazilian? He was like a delivery driver. He saw this little girl being stabbed, apparently. He jumped off his moped, took his helmet off, and started twatting this guy. Didn't he knock him out or something? Twatting the guy with his helmet. He's not armed or anything. They put a GoFundMe up, and I think they've already got something like 160,000 euros for him. Basically, it was buy him a pint of Guinness, show him that the people of Dublin think he's amazing, and it's something like up to about 160,000 euros, which is fantastic. Do you know what it reminded me of, though? The fact that he went in wading in with his helmet. Do you remember when there was the attempted car bomb at Glasgow Airport years ago, and the baggage handler went at got a terrorist, and he kicked him that hard in the balls, he tore all the ligaments in his foot. Do you ever remember that one? Because I remember Billy Connolly relaying that story and just laughing his head off, and he went, of all the places to try a terrorist attack, Glasgow. Are you fucking mental? But yeah, the guy made the newspapers, that fella. So yeah, don't try it in Glasgow. Don't. And definitely don't try it in Southern Ireland. Don't try anything. But yeah, at the minute, I'm sorry if I keep getting slightly distracted, because there are text messages going round this village. Does anybody know who's been burgled? So it's funny that, isn't it? I've only been here since the beginning of July, and I've already got everybody's phone numbers. It's literally like the phone tree. Hi, COVIDs. How are you, love? Welcome in. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, thoughts and prayers and everything going to the victims. Those injured over in Dublin. Apart from the fucker with the knife. Don't care about him. For whatever reason he did it, I don't care. Death to him, as they say. That's it. You use whatever you have to hand, be it well, I mean, my grandma, my nana, she was handy with a skillet as well. Have all of you had a look at my my community post? Those dancing cowboys. I'm cringing with embarrassment. I've got kind of, as Wickham would say, I'm scarlet for your ma. I've got second-hand embarrassment for them, but I can't stop watching it. I don't know if have you seen it? If you haven't, go and check it out. I mean, my God, the three very well put together guys, but you still like the one on the right. Do you, Brian? Is this what Shona reckons? Is that what you were ringing me for before, Brian? Oh my goodness. You said all you had to say privately. Yeah. Well, I hope everyone has been enjoying y'all's day thus far. Well, and happy, I keep going to say happy Halloween. Happy Thanksgiving to you, COVIDs. I was trying to remember who was in America. I feel really bad if I've missed anyone out, because I know Joe would normally come in. So if Joe's listening, or Bree, anybody, Kiss, that video makes me wish I was 20 again. I know they're a bit hot, aren't they? Oh, chestnuts. Look, I love chestnuts. Chestnut puree, chestnut mousse. I have to look at it. I haven't seen it late into community post because I'm using a Mac. Easy by the phone. Oh, listen, trust me, love. Dump my chat. Go and check it out. You'll come back and thank me. Trust me, love. Do it now. Give yourself a big smile and then come back and join us. It's funny and wrong, but the thing is, the guy on the log reminds me of my my ex. You'll remember the American. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he had moves like that. And that's all I'm going to say publicly. Anyway. Let's have a little look. Oh gosh, bloody things. Oh, where have I gone? Oh, crap. Are we still there? Can you all still hear me? Oh, bugger, what have I done? Oh, right, I'm not impressed with this flipping StreamYard tonight. Oh, right, okay. I'll have to check it on the screen. I'll have to look at the television. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm really, really struggling with this. I should have somebody helping me, shouldn't I? Somebody should be on a phone. Wendy, did you like the name I put on screen as well, by the way? Oh, right, I'm still back. Thank you. Right, now what did I have to tell you? Yeah, so I told you about Matt, following him. Thank you, Frida. We were going to, yeah, sorry, I covered Danny's question, didn't I? So we're going to there'll be Purple Aki, maybe Purple Aki and a trackie on Tuesday. I'm going to have to text Helen Happy Thoughts and let her know because she's poorly with the COVID as well. Danny, well, we're saying the COVID. She's already had it. Is it 8 times that Helen's had it? She seems to not have any form of resistance. So she's been ill in bed for the last couple of days. So if she's listening, please get well soon. Oh, have you seen it, Dale? What did you think? How fit are them fellas? Yeah, jizz pies. I nearly made Green Eyes die this morning laughing. She nearly wet herself. Yeah, it's going round. Yeah, Green Eyes, she keeps getting it. Oh, and yeah, I know COVID's. I do hope she feels better as well. It's horrible though, because you've had Helen Happy Thoughts has had it more than one, well, a few times actually. Then what's her name's had it as well. Wiccan's had it. Have you had it 3 or 4 times, Wiccan? Yeah, Danny, she's had it. I've had it twice. Hi, Lady Stardust. How are you, darling? Lovely to see you. Take another look at the guy's face in the middle. It's a spit of Chris Watts. Oh, do you know, you had to say it, didn't you? It actually does. So we're all watching it, perving on these sexy dancing cowboys, and Sheila had to ruin it and went, that one in the middle looks like Chris Watts. And that was it. Then it just ruined it for me. So the guy in the black jeans. Oh, God, you had to ruin it. Hi, Simples. I hadn't seen you in there. Hello, my darling. Now, oh, I've got to get this right. Lady Stardust, you're in the northeast, aren't you? Same as Simples. Or have I got that wrong? Oh no, I've missed oh yeah, Sheila. Yeah, Sheila was really poorly as well. Oh my God, I uploaded 10 pics of myself to AI to get some avatars. I look like Chris Watts, won't use them. Well, I'll tell you something now, Danny. I'm still not right after having pneumonia last year on the back of COVID. I've had COVID again about a month ago. Sheila's only just got over the COVID, and oh my God, wasn't yesterday, day before, wasn't it? So we were having well, basically there was something funny going on, and I had done something really silly. so that people were laughing at, and I rang Sheila, and we nearly had to have ambulances at both our homes because I couldn't breathe. All I can hear is Sheila on the other end of the phone going. I was doing the same thing. We sounded like, what did you? Oh, you said it was like Muttley off oh, what was it? Dastardly and Muttley, the little dog. Oh, good grief! Yeah, it was quite funny. Excuse me, but yeah, I shouldn't have rung Sheila up, and all she just kept calling me very, very rude names and trying to get rid of me. She was evil. Um, there was something. What else was I going to talk about? I did say this earlier, didn't I? Because I wasn't coming on with a plan. I wasn't deciding to come on and do anything. It was just really a kind of round up and see how everybody's doing and what's going on. Anybody got any goss? Any channels that you've discovered that you want to share with everybody? What am I seeing here? You're contagious. Not like she'll just got over it now. Chest infection. Sheila, you and I. Oh, hang on. Where did that go? Oh, do you know what? I missed what you said then, Wick, and I just got Sheila, you and I, and the comments just vanished. If you want to post it again, I didn't see it. Sorry, sweetheart. I am trying to follow the comments, but they're whizzing up the screen and I can't see. Normally, I can look them on my phone and look at them on the television, but the television only shows me 3 comments and then they go. The phone, I can normally scroll up and I can't scroll up and down on the telly. But when I'm scrolling on my phone, I can scroll up and down. But tonight, no, I can't. Every time I try to do it, I lose them all. Bloody swining things. Let's see. Ha. And it's grand. And yes, Wiccan eating plenty of chestnuts. What do you do with them, COVID? Do you just eat them? Do you burn them? Do you roast them? Burn them. Do you roast them? Do you make a mousse out of them or a cake or a puree or something? Chestnut puree is really nice. Oh, Kathy, do you know what? That's really funny you say that, the True Geordie's channel, because I was watching him this morning and I sent Green Eyes a link. And have you seen that one, Kathy, about that the woman about who slept with 3 men in one day? I can't remember her name though. She's married. She had a kid to an MBA. It was just his. Yeah, if anybody hasn't already subbed to him, he's really funny. The True Geordie channel, and he does a lot of like he talks about fighting. You know, like what's his name, Tyson Fury, and he talks like Anthony Joshua and all these different things. But this one, he's actually covering this woman, and she's an attitude. She's a real attitude. Apparently, she is some. I think she's a YouTuber or an Instagram person or whatever. But social, what do they call them? A media influencer. Um, I've not seen the Billy Carson interview, Kathy. But she's basically had this kid to an NBA player. He's given her $200,000 a month because she's got this kid. She's just got an attitude, and she's talking about this and talking about that and talking about the other, and she's saying, and I deserve the best. She said, I don't want average. I don't want an average bloke. Average doesn't do it for me. I don't want average. I want above average. And True Geordie is going, even the average guys don't want you. He said, and above average guys only want a woman who average guys can only dream of having. So if they don't want you, you're never going to get an above average guy. And then she's pointing at her fanny basically and going, anybody who has this, once you've had this like that. And so True Geordie's laughing and he's saying, they've had it and they're still not buying it. But it's the way that he starts to yeah, I like some of his, because he's done another one, hasn't he, Kathy, about people being descended from aliens. Yeah, but he just is very funny because when she made it very public that she'd been with 3 men in the same day, and so he's saying, I can't remember exactly verbatim, but he's basically going, is anybody else thinking what I'm thinking? That, what about when the next guy goes, or you're sitting in the car and it's hot and you're driving from this basically dick to the next one, and then you start, oh God, it it was obviously his brain was going into the gutter where everybody else's were, but you just thought, so I don't know if you've watched it yet, Green Eyes, but it was hanging. I don't think I know Graham Hancock. So yeah, True Geordie, he is very good. He's very entertaining and he's very engaging, isn't he? Very engaging. Oh right, why don't I know who Graham Hancock is, or do I know who he is? What does he? What are his things? Wiccan and Green Eyes. Oh, I've just seen a. Oh man, sorry, COVID. One of your comments is just as I'm trying to scroll down, it's just come saying that you're glad you've caught us live, and then pew, it's gone again. And now I've got another one from Lady Stardust saying, hi, doing great, thanks. But this was ages ago. What the heck? Oh, Van Daniken. That's Eric Van Daniken, isn't it? Do Chariots of the Gods. So is this Graham Hancock like that? Like Eric Van Daniken? I probably have watched him then. I'm not sure, but I have been getting into the confessionals podcasts. They are really interesting. They're really interesting. I also need to make a connection again. I need to kind of reconnect with our. I know COVID's honestly, it's a bloody nightmare because I'm normally watching on my phone, and I don't have a laptop. Well, I have a laptop, but it's a work one, so I'm not allowed to use that for personal things. So I always stream from my phone. Usually, it's absolutely fine. But tonight it's just jumping up and down, so that's why I'm struggling to. I'm normally trying to engage with people, but I'm struggling to follow the chat. So I do apologise if anybody makes a comment and I haven't answered it. Type it back in again. I don't care if you're doubling up. I'm just not seeing things. What have we got here? A lot of people need to confess. What's right now? Now I'm lost. What are we talking about? Or are you saying that because I'm? Oh, thank you. I was going to say you're saying that so that I've making me think that I've missed something really interesting. Lots of complaining about StreamYard at the minute. Oh, Kathy, I've not had a problem with it, but tonight it's an absolute mare. So, like I said, I'm only seeing the last 3 comments. So, as I said, if I miss anybody saying something, please come back. So again, as I was saying, we're going to be doing Purple Aki on Tuesday. I need to speak to our special guest because I obviously had to ditch that one as well. And we're going to get now we can guess who it was. We've got a guest coming from the cryptid community. It is somebody that we've all engaged with before. It is not Mick McLaren, although I am going to ask Mick to come up again. So Wickham was the only person who managed to guess it correctly. So I need to kind of reignite or reconnect, reignite the interest. I'm going to say that in having him to come on as a guest because he's done a lot of research, field work, and all the rest of it. It isn't Ken Dodd Bryan, you knob. Oh, thank you, Frida. That's very kind of you. Yeah, there's always strange stuff going on in here. I could highlight that one, can't I? I think Kiss is great, Frida. Much love. Hopefully she can go live. Oh, thank you very much, COVID. That's very kind of you. Yes, I'm going to try. It's been a little bit of a funny year for me, to be honest, COVID. I know because you're fairly new in here and I'm fairly new to your channel, I had a and it's absolutely fine. It wasn't, it's not nasty shite. But I went through a relationship breakup at the start of the year. So I was kind of dealing with that and trying to find, move in, find a new house, refurnish, blah, blah, blah. So it's been a bit hectic. So normally I would go live a lot more than I have been doing, but now I'm all sorted and, everything's okay. So I'm going to hopefully try and start to be a little bit more regular, because like Danny After Dark, she regularly, apart from now because she's really poorly, but she has her regular slots on the days, and on this day, Danny's going to be going live. So I need to start doing that so that you can plan your week, and if you want to come in, you can come in, and if you want to, give us a topic to discuss. Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. Speak of the devil and up he pops. How are you doing, fella? Do it Noel's way. Well, I may as well tell you. It's Do It Noel's Way that we're going to have up on panel. Oh, my goodness, Dennis. Hello. Dennis Kenger, our friend, our little Turkish friend who loves everything Viking. Lovely to see you, Dennis. Really, really good to see you. I'm glad you could call in. We are gonna get back to our Viking stories and our quizzes because you used to do really well on those, didn't you? Yeah, we'll highlight Dennis. Lovely to see you. Right, I'm glad to hear that you're not too bad. Do it Noel's way. So we had a little chat, did we not? And I've asked Wood, do it Noel's Way Paranormal would come on as a guest one evening and tell us all about his investigative work. And I know that I put it out quite a while ago that he's actually, please go over and check his channel. Liam, do you want to drop a link for your channel, or somebody? Can you drop the link in for his channel, please? Because he's actually got some footage of a Bigfoot taking a drink. And when he uploaded it, it went viral, didn't it? He got something like 3,000 views on it in a really incredibly short space of time. But for some reason, because thank you, Sheila. There it is. Do it Noel's Way Paranormal. Please subscribe if you haven't. We're all doing great, Dennis. Lovely to see you as well, and I'm glad that you've reappeared. I did pop into some of your own lives occasionally. Yeah, Green Eyes, there you go. Because I did say to him that, I had told you all about it and that it had been watched. So yeah, as Green Eyes is saying early on, she watched it and it was amazing. But for some reason, because people like the channels like Mick McLaren's channel, Rivington Pipe Beast, which is Lee Roscoe. God, I had a brain fart then. Chris Turner, Paul Sinclair, Do It Noel's Way Paranormal, Mick McLaren, all of these guys, they don't resort to smoke and mirrors. They don't put shite upon the channels. They don't use clickbait to try and get people to come in and watch. And obviously people are feeling a little bit disheartened with what you have to actually do when you don't want to tell lies in the paranormal or the cryptid community to try and get people interested to come in and actually, the hours and hours and hours of work that you put in, the hours that, these guys go out and they're out in the woods, in bloody horrible, shitty weather, overnighting and trying to catch footage and doing all sorts of stuff. And they go all over the country. So on the back of that, I I said, would you like to come up here and we'll try and get you some more exposure, and we'll get all of you guys, any of you who've got channels that, you know, you can promote Do It Noel's Way Paranormal, and just try and get more people going in. So I'll contact you. Have you got is your email on your channel, Leon? And I'll contact you. Or although Mick's got Mick, yeah, you're in touch with Mick McLaren. He's got my number if you want to get my number off Mick. And we can try and sort something out and get you. Otherwise, I'll try and drop you a message with some details. Right, okay, yeah. If you get my number from Mick, and we'll sort out an evening when we can get you up on panel. Is that all right? So I don't know what you'll think of that, and we can throw some questions like we did with. Oh, thank you, Frida, for subbing to him. Thank you very much. And we can hopefully do similar to what we did when Mick came up. Just have some questions, and if anybody's got some questions that you'd like us to ask, fire them over to me, and we'll have a nice interview night where I'm not saying that much apart from asking the odd question. And I think because you came in and you listened, didn't you, Liam, for Mick's interview when I did that. Oh, thank you for subbing to him, Dal. That's really good of you. Thank you, everybody who's subbing to Do It Noel's Way Paranormal. It's a good channel, and they're good lads. They're a good laugh, and they really put their hearts and soul into all of this. So, so maybe there's been a little bit of, as you know, it's been a little bit of YouTube drama going on, and we've just not felt like going live. So that's why instead of it being last week, it's kind of not been. But I will get in touch with you, and yeah, maybe next week after, if that's okay with you. And we'll get this shower of buggers. So you let me know which night's best for you, and I'll work around it. Denny's kind of confused. By being in the woods, do you mean hunting or something else? What do they do in the woods is what I wondered. Well, what they do, Denny's, is they go and they hunt for different creatures. You know, like we have the alien big cats here in the UK. And they also are hunting cryptid creatures. So creatures that they haven't been proven. You like Bigfoot. So Bigfoot, everybody knows they exist, but they've never caught one, and the photographs aren't that clear, so people go out and they try to find them and film them and what have you. That's the type of thing that the guys do here. They go out and they do overnighters, or they'll go to haunted places, all different types of things. So they'll either go cryptid creature hunting, or they'll go to haunted locations and try and see if, or places where there are poltergeists and so on. And they go to all these different places, and then they come back, and they put hours and hours and hours of their own time into it, and they've got all this cracking equipment. But again, so yeah. But even despite all of this, the three main channels that I watch are Do It Noel's Way Paranormal, Mick McLaren, and Rivington Pike Beast, which is Lee Roscoe. And those three channels should be 10 times bigger than they are. They should be 10 times bigger than they are. So this is what we need to do. We need to try, because this is a community that I'm a part of. You know, I know most of you are from the true crime community or the truth community. I've never been part of that. It's just because I'm friends with people in there. But this is my community, is the heathen community, the Viking heathen community. You know, the Odinists, and then the paranormal and cryptid community, and a little bit of the history one as well. So yeah, so I'm all for giving these guys as much exposure as possible, because it is soul destroying when you put in hours and hours and hours of your own time. You're putting your family on hold and leaving them, because that's what you do, isn't it, Leon? You go off out and you go and do all your, you leave the missus at home, you take off, you'll go and spend a weekend somewhere, freezing your tripes out, getting bitten to death by mosquitoes, having to shit in a hole in the ground because there aren't any facilities, filming, scaring yourselves half to death most of the time, coming back, spending all that time editing it, getting it into a really good format, doing intros, getting it up on YouTube. and not getting the views that you should, and it is soul destroying. So that needs to change. And the problem is, it's not going to change as long as other creators are using clickbait. And yeah, they do enjoy the escape cooking sausages on a bonfire, but by the same token, they also need to get some of the recognition, Sheila, you know, as we know. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So when we do that live, we are hoping, you know, and those of you with your own channels, if you'll do some promotion for us, or you know, and share the live. You know, it's not so much about getting me the views, but share the live with a link to saying, can you, you know, sub to Do It Noel's Way Paranormal. Sheila, that reminded me of the hobbits cooking sausages, then getting attacked by the Nazgul. Oh yeah. That was up on, yeah, that was in the first one, wasn't it? I love The Hobbit. Well, that was, sorry, Lord of the Rings, that was, wasn't it? The first one, Fellowship of the Ring. You can upload. Oh, hang on, what we uploading? You can upload it privately to YouTube and just send the link to the ones you want to see it. What have I missed? What have I missed? Right, I can't see what you posted there, Wick. Sorry, I don't know what we're talking about. I loved all of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit ones. I loved them all. Do you know which one I really like though? The Battle of the Five Armies, when Billy Connolly's coming riding in on a big pig. And I bet that gave him the best laugh ever. Let me see what we put in. See, you can't beat having a good barbecue. Although I did say I think I'm going to try the next time that they're in this area doing an overnighter. I you know, with the wit, I think I'm going to see if I can join and go along for the evening. Just get myself senseless. Hi, Joe. Oh, you're doing nothing. Everybody say hello to my little Salma, who's in the chat. We're just talking, Joe. We're going to do a Purple Aki is going to be on Tuesday, and then I'm going to get sorted out with this live with Do It Noel's Way Paranormal. I was trying to be all cryptic, but then he ended up in the chat, so I had to kind of let the cat out the bag because he was there. Danny After Dark is ill with COVID. Helen Happy Thoughts is poorly as well. I agree. My favourite Lord of the Rings is number one. Favourite Hobbit. Oh, Battle of the Five Armies, because the Charge of Dwarves and Thorin and music is it's brilliant, isn't it, Dennis? I love it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. It'll be really, really good. Oh, Danny's got a good channel there. Do It Noel's Way. Danny After Dark. She does a lot of really, really good true crime stuff. This Triffid ate and danced too much yesterday. Oh, did you know? Did you know? You're going to tell us all of these wonderful things that you made and you ate, aren't you? What are those things? Oh God, I ask you this every time. What are the things you make at Christmas? It's not empanadas, is it? No, you're welcome, Danny. You do. The problem is, because when you're live, it's usually like the wee small hours here. Tamales. I'm so sorry, Joe. Joe makes the best tamales ever, but I can never remember the name of them. Yeah, whenever you're live, Danny, I'm always in bed and I listen to you because you've got such a lovely voice. I love listening to you and it helps me to go to sleep. Oh, thank you, Do It Noel's Way, for just subscribing to Danny. She has got a really good channel and she covers, she has another one. She's a co-host on the Paulcast and that covers the Manson murders. Oh, thank you for subbing to Danny, Zar. That's really kind of you. Let me have a little look. What else have we got? Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you for subbing to Danny. Yeah, I mean, you'll be really interested, Joe, because I know that you love the you love all the true crime. But I mean, Danny is kind of you are an expert, aren't you? As such on the Manson murders, all the people who took part in them, the just everything. I mean, the deep dives that they do as a panel. It it's something I would have never, because it's not a murder that I would have bothered with. The only reason I did is because Danny came up my very first live, and Danny came up on panel, if you guys remember, to say hello to us all and told us about her channel. And I'll be forever grateful for that, Danny, because my first live, I was absolutely shitting bricks, as they say in the UK. And and even though you only came up for 5 minutes, you really, really put me at ease. And it was so kind of you. And I've never forgotten that. So that's why I will always, always promote your channel. But because of that, I started going listening, and I wanted to sub, and obviously you want to help other creators get the numbers up and the viewing hours and what have you. And it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. I mean, if ever as well, Peanuts are leaving the gallery out. Oh, do we have Peanuts in? I can't even see who's in, how many's in chat. Green Eyes. I can't even see how many's in the chat. Expert, that's the first. I just love to read. No, you are though, Danny. You are though. I mean, you know, the discussions that these guys have about the Manson murders and the Manson family and victims and situations and witnesses and what have you, it's really it's fascinating. They don't just talk about, like, I come on and I talk shit for half an hour about something, well, about everything actually. They don't. It's really, really interesting. And that's from somebody who doesn't like true crime. So all of you guys who are part of the true crime community, you love her stuff. Absolutely love it. It's great. And then for everybody who loves the paranormal side of things, you're going to love Do It Noel's Way Paranormal. So please go over, give him a sub. He's here in the chat. Lovely guy. Going to be up as a, he's going to be up as a guest week after, well, next week or the week after. You liked the Viking stuff. You helped me. Oh, thank you, Dennis. Well, I'm going to go back to that because I kind of got halfway through. I'm a bit of a bloody half a job Harry. I didn't finish my Viking series. I also didn't finish my Ripper Victim series. Now, that happened. Like I said, what had happened was when I had that. When I was right in the middle of doing the Ripper victim stuff, that was when everything kind of I was moving and yeah, so that's why I never went any further with that at the time. It just wasn't a great moment, but I will come back to it. I do promise. I'm not going to leave it in the air. Kiss is great covering the Viking. Oh, thank you, Green Eyes. Well, the thing is, the Vikings, the history, that is what I covered for my history degree. So my dissertation was on the Viking occupation of the British Isles. So it's something I'm really passionate about. And plus, as well, I mean, I would love to be related to, to a famous Viking. We'll never know. No one will ever know, unless unless you're named in the Irish Annals or the Anglo-Saxon Chronicles. The likelihood is you're never going to know. But I'd like to think that I'm related to Ragnar Lothbrok. That's what I would like to think. I did a Tolkien inspirations from Norse mythology essay last year. There are a lot of examples. Well, Tolkien, yeah, and that's all of the Elvish writing and what have you. It was all based on old runes, old Norse, the Elvish language was an amalgamation of Scandinavian languages. So yeah, I mean, he was an absolute aficionado. What a clever guy he was. Absolute clever guy. More paranormal history, cryptid, and conspiracies than true crime. Oh, are you, Sheila? Now, do you know what? I wouldn't have thought. I don't know why, but I didn't think that. What's Frida put? Yes, Dennis, I love that series. Kirsten, she's very knowledgeable on that subject. Plus, she's related to them too. As is Dar. Don't forget, we've got Dar. And we've also got my other friend. He's not been in for a bit though, but he's got he's my other friend from Twitter who's from Norway, who Dar's not met yet actually. I don't think you were in that night, but if he comes in again, we'll make sure that we introduce you guys. What's this? Just make it up, everyone else does. I'm pretty sure there are relatives on YouTube of Vikings that never even existed. I know. Oh dear God, that ain't that the truth. Ain't that the truth? Oh, what's in? Did he? I didn't know that. I didn't know he wrote that near you. Bloody hell's fire. I was trying to say the name of that Liz, and I kept saying Liz Devania. Yes, Dennis, there. Here we go. Darzen is Norwegian. You see, I'm only a bit Dar's full. What are you saying there? I appreciate even more that she's related to them. She read the Ivar speech from Vikings in their language when I first came on this stream, and yeah, that was. Oh, thank you, thank you. That's really well. Dar would be able to do it far better. He would be, because he is actually Norwegian. I forgot I did that actually, Dennis. I totally forgot about that. I probably butchered it as well. But yeah, so yeah, because I know that I didn't get, there were still a couple of areas of the UK that I needed to cover regarding the Viking invasion. So I know that I had to cover the northeast. We'd covered Lindisfarne, but I hadn't actually covered the northeast as such. So I will do Wiccan, and thank you. Have a look at that then, Dennis. If you see what Wiccan Moon, she lives in County Clare in Southern Ireland, and that's where Tolkien wrote most of those books. So yeah, I didn't know that at all. I didn't know that. Yeah, and I wanted to cover about the Great Army, with the Repton and everything that happened there, because they still think to this day. Has Raven come in here tonight? I don't think I've seen her. Raven and I were chatting on the phone, and she is. Now I've got to get this right. Raven's family are all Norwegian, although they've emigrated to Canada, but her family are all Norwegian. Now, as Dar will be able to tell you, there wasn't, up to a certain period, there wasn't any written records as such in Norway. Just for Joe Blogs, Joe Average, notable people would have a runestone erected for them with the story of their deeds and the relatives, and son of this, wife of that, brother of the other, died in this battle, or he fought this and did that and did the other. But most people, you didn't have that. So other than church records prior to that, it wasn't there. So only the really famous would be either they'd be talked about in the sagas. Songs would be written about them, all the rest of it. So that's the only way that you would know. Well, Raven was telling me that she was just the way she said it, like really matter of fact. She went, yeah, no. She said, we are descended from this particular Viking, and she said, I can't remember his name. She went, it's Ivor or Ivan or something like that. And I was like, I know exactly who you're on about. It's Ivor the Boneless. He's the only famous Viking with that name. Excuse me. But yeah, we were talking, and I was talking to her about it, and I said they still think to this day that it was his body that was exhumed in the 1600s, I think it was, in what is now the vicarage grounds in Repton in England. So they exhumed a body. At the time, they were saying it was a humane skeleton 9 feet tall. Well, he wouldn't have been 9 feet tall. He was probably more like 7 feet tall. That's it, Sheila. Yeah, Repton. So they still think to this day that that was him. But when they then excavated it in the 1980s, they couldn't find this particular body. There were hundreds of skeletons buried with him, and they know that these were the remains of the Great Army. What's Dar saying? It's difficult to find relatives so far back in time in Norway. I've traced my family back to the 1600s something, but it's fun to try to find out more. Yeah, I think we managed to get back, and I'm pretty sure I was telling you this, Dar. I think we got ours back to some very early 1600s in Norway, and we're kind of stuck prior to that. So again, but people were moving around inside the country, and there's absolutely zero written for, as you know, I've got Sami relatives. That's nothing. None of that's written. So, we just wouldn't know where to start. So unless we can find rune stones that have been crafted for any of my famous relatives, I think we were just bog standard Vikings, and that would have been it. What's that? Where did they bury him? Rept. I've got no idea what that says. Yeah, that's unreadable. Yeah, I know. I was wondering, what the hell are you writing there, Cassius, you bloody nut job? You descended from Sumerians that are believed to have formed the Ottoman Empire. There's some books on the Kengas. Oh, right. You see, Kenga sounds like a Mongol name, like Genghis Khan, Kenga, Dennis Kenga. You sound like you should be kind of a Mongol warrior. Bastard, you can't delete your comment. Cassius, you nuts. Types with elbows. Who said I typed with a fart the other day? Was that Green Eyes? Jackie types with farts. Oh, dear me. I don't know what you've been typing, you absolute lunatic. Well, the Sumerians, that was the first written language, wasn't it, Dennis? I think. Yeah, it was you that said, I did another Trump. I did another Trump down the phone at Sheila the other day. But everybody else heard it. So I think I nearly killed Cassius as well. I don't even think that was elbows. He was typing with someone else's nose. He's typing with Gonzo's nose. King Charles is a direct descendant of Vlad the Impaler. Is he? Wow. I didn't know that. Well, then again, they're all descended. They're very closely related to the Tsar of Russia, aren't they? Billy Behaviour Dirty Cow. Hi, Lani. Why are you not blue? You should be blue, Lani. I need to sort that out. And Lady Stardust as well. We need you to be blue. You can't be left out. But lovely to see you. How are you doing? Not seen you here for a bit. Then again, I haven't been on doing any lives for a bit either. Oh, I love this. I love seeing how everybody welcomes everybody when you come in here. It's so nice to see. I tell you what, it's gone bloody cold here. Apparently, we are about to enter a very cold snap in the UK. Yeah, all good in the hood, Lani. All good in the hood. I probably won't be able to do it now. Oh, hang on a minute. Can anybody else give wrenches out? You know, any of the managing moderators? Or does that have to be me? 'Cause I was going to say, if you can, any of the managing mods, could you make Lani a moderator and Lady Stardust? But if not, I'll have to do it when I come offline. Yeah, the pretty old. Did you know a Turkish general, Attila, is in some tales to have wedded a Viking from Scandinavia, Gudrun, the one that Sigurd. Yeah. Well, I do know that the Vikings, they became hired mercenaries for the Ottoman Empire because somewhere, and I can't remember what it is. It's a mosque in. I'm going to say Istanbul. I'm pretty sure it is Istanbul. And in the marble, runic writing has been scrawled into and you probably are aware of this anyway, aren't you, Dennis? But for anybody who doesn't know, basically it's Viking graffiti. It says things like good, well, Jackie was here, or have a pint on me, knobheads. It's things like that, insults and laughing. But yeah, and they've written it. They've written it into, or scratched it into the marble in this big, like, ancient mosque in like I said, I think it's Istanbul. Kiss, did you know that legend has it Robin Hood was from Wakefield and was buried in Doncaster, and only the nasty sheriff was from Nottingham? Really? Well, you posted that thing, didn't you? Those two guys who were going on the search of him about the fact that Robin Hood was a Yorkshireman, and I have heard that before as well. Was the sheriff of Nottingham a real person? Okay, got to go, love to. Thank you very much for coming in, love. Thank you so much. Like I said, it was tonight wasn't really anything other than a say hello, but do it Noel's way. We will touch base and we'll get this live sorted out, and then we can give everybody an evening with Do It Noel's Way. That sounds great, doesn't it? So yeah, I will speak to you soon, my love. Thank you very much for coming in. Have a lovely Friday and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Wrap up warm because apparently the sub-zero temperatures are coming in. Yeah, night Noel's way. Nice seeing you, Noel's way. Bye. Thumbs up. Do it Noel's way. Thumbs up. Yeah, excellent. Oh, thank you all. You're all such lovely people. Ta-ta for now, Noel's way. Yeah, you're as bad as me, Lani. Do you know, in the end, I just give up. But you feel rude, don't you? You start saying hello to people, and then you get halfway through and you think, I can't be asked. Hello, everybody. But then someone else will go, yeah, you're right. And you've got to start all over again. It's a nightmare. It's just showing how polite you are. What have you been up to, Lani? Not seen you around. Well, I have. I've kind of seen you in different chats. I think you were in, was it Rabbits? I think. I can't remember. I think it was, wasn't it? Which was the one that had that Jura one up? Was that Rabbids? Because but you see, Lani, it's a kick in the teeth to everybody. I did it. Do you know why I started doing this? Do you remember when people were taking the piss out of Dorothy because she used to make everybody mods, and they'd say, "There's more bloody subs. There's more mods than subs in a chat." That's why I started doing it. So yeah, no other reason. It was basically, it just started as a joke and it's kind of stuck. Does it? Sheila, wasn't it you shared a video about the grave of Robin Hood? I spent half a day here Googling and reading a lot about it after I saw that. Yeah, well, actually, Sheila had been saying to me it would be really interesting to actually do a live on that, because I'm pretty sure, didn't Tony Robinson also do something about looking for the grave of Robin Hood? And they said it was near a dogging spot, wasn't it? Oh, that's unfortunate, Dad. I still will visit. I stopped drinking alcohol, which is a bit annoying because I wanted to drink mead there, but I really want to go to a mead. Oh, you see, you got to have a drink of mead, Dennis. Well, you're all right with that. Do you remember The 13th Warrior? Did you watch that film, Dennis? Just wait for a second. Oh, have I lost the plot again? The only people who care are the ones planning to troll. Have I forgotten a conversation here? I don't pay much attention. Right, well, Dennis, it's a really good film, okay? And it's based on a true story. It's based on a true character. And this guy was I think he was a Muslim explorer from, that was the Ottoman Empire, I think. I can't remember. And he was sent out into the world to basically talk to people, find out about people. And this story is kind of based on him. But he ends up meeting a load of Vikings. And the Vikings go back to... Oh, sorry, Lady Witch. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot, aren't I? What a knob. See, do you know what? I just forget my train of thought. This is why Brian's always right about me waffling. So anyway, yeah, the 13th Warrior. I know, Cassie, it's great, isn't it? So they basically, there's this ancient evil is attacking the homelands back in Norway. That's it, with Antonio Banderas. And Antonio Banderas, can anyone remember what the name of his character was? Something like Ibn... Oh, God, I can't remember. Hi, bedtime. Hello. Good to see you. We're just trying to remember what the Antonio Banderas character was in the 13th Warrior. I'm trying to explain to Dennis what it's about. But anyway, long story short, while we're waiting for details to come into the chat about it, basically, because all these Vikings getting drunk and they're pissed up and all the rest of it, and because he's a Muslim, he has to keep turning down the alcohol because he can't drink from the grape and they can't drink from the grain. And in the end, the Vikings laughing at him saying, but you can drink it, it's only made out of honey. So he's allowed to drink it then. It just reminded me with you saying you're not drinking. It was just one of those lines in it. It was the shock on his face, like, oh, laughing at him, you could have been drinking it because it's made out of honey. It's not grape, it's not grain. So yeah, it's a good film. But yeah, it is. And it's yeah, the big Viking asking him to tell his story. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And that kind of brings me back to what Dara and I have just been saying about the fact that unless you were somebody of note in Viking antiquity, nobody knew about you because, not everybody could afford Ibn Fadlan. Is that it? I knew it was Ibn something because he kept calling him Ibn, but he said, didn't Ibn mean son of? But the Vikings couldn't be asked with all his names because it's like Ibn something, 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 something. And in the end, they were just like, oh, for God's sake, we just call him Ibn, like the big Viking who plays for Man City, Cassius. Oh, you're being perverted, Frida. A good website about Vikings and everything related. It is a Norwegian who is behind it, and he has written a lot of stories from the Viking Age. He also has some YouTube channels. Yeah, Bull Hansen. Make your own mind upon him. I personally am not that fussed on him. I just find him quite rude. But he does have some good content, but I don't find him. I've been in when he's done lives, and it's not friendly at all. I've not found it friendly, so I just couldn't be bothered. That's it, Ahmed Ibn Fadlan. Yeah, his character is played. I like that bit. Oh yeah, I've been thinking about it because I consume fermented foods and drinks, which naturally make some alcohol content. So maybe in the future. I'm Muslim, but I don't drink due to health reasons. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, you best staying away for health reasons then. Yeah, that's right. Ibn son of. Oh, well, and Dennis could have told us this, couldn't you? Because he was speaking Arabic, I think. The thing is, though, it's because Turkey's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? Like when I went to oh God, where the hell did I stay in Turkey? Marmaris. And like we got there, you know how you do, and you get in. We were there for a fortnight, and you get in with all the local bar owners and all the rest of it. And they were all drinking like bloody fish. Because I was like, "Aren't you not supposed to drink?" Like, nobody bothers. So we were getting pissed up with the bar owners right near our hotel. They were a great bunch of lads, but yeah. But having said that, I wouldn't go back to that. No, there. Not health reason. That's limiting. Oh, right. I'm with you now. Yeah. So it's not because you're poorly. It's because for health, because you want to live a healthy lifestyle. Dennis, do you have a recipe for mead? The thing is, though, what you have to remember is mead, honey. It's one of the best things for you. So even if it's alcoholic, it's going to be just beneficial, isn't it? I bet if you made it with Manuka honey, but God, that would be expensive, wouldn't it? Frida, I've never had it. I want to have my first one if I decide to have alcohol again in Norway or Iceland with live song preferably. Or are you were over here in the UK, weren't you, Dennis, at one point? Or are you still here? I'm asking for a reason. You can order some, Frida. The Lancashire Mead Company is actually really, really good. They make one of the best authentic meads ever. And they have... You're still in the UK. Right, Dennis, whereabouts are you? You don't have to tell me exactly which town or city are you in. I might be able to cheer you up here. Derby. Right. Get yourself on a little trip with a couple of friends and go to York. And in York, there is the only Viking bar in England, well, in the UK, and it's called, of course, Valhalla. And Valhalla have all the different meads that you can get, which are brewed not far from where I live, actually, here in the UK, in Lancashire. And it's the Lancashire Mead Company. So yeah, have a trip. It's as nearest thing you're going to get to going to Norway, but you can drink some really, really good, authentically brewed mead. So there you go, the Valhalla Bar in York. It's in the centre of York, not far from the Minster. It's really good, actually. We went last year. Right, what's the plan? What's the plan? Excuse me. Oh, I can't see what Green Eyes had said. I've lost that bit as well. Yes, do. Because it's a proper Viking experience. It's done out as though you can just imagine you've gone into a bar way back when the Vikings were around, although it's a bit more modern, but it's all the shields on the walls and it's all wooden chairs and benches and tables and sheepskin throws and goat skins, and yeah, and you can have beer, but yeah, mead. They sell mead in there and it's lovely. I liked it, and it's a bit of a rock bar as well. There's a lot of kind of heavy metal fans go drinking in there. But yeah. So that's the next best thing. Until you manage to get to Norway or Iceland, you could go to York. You're not that far away because you're in Derby. Well, yeah. I didn't have a horn to drink from. I think you can buy the horns, actually. I'm sure I saw them in there. Sorry, I've never heard of mead. Is it an alcoholic drink? It is, Lani. It is. It's one of the oldest alcoholic drinks, actually. Very, very popular in the British Isles and in Scandinavia, and it's made from fermented honey. And it's sweet. It's lovely. Well, it's one of my favourites. It's beautiful. It's beautifully warming as well. But it depends what you do. You can have it where it's quite dry or quite sweet. And then you can mix things in with it. So there's a Locky mead that is mixed with molasses. Because the Lancashire Mead Company, all their meads are named after the Norse gods, male and female. No, Green Eyes, you need to have a Lancashire mead. Beautiful. Oh, Dennis, he's joking, Dennis. He's talking about Iceland because you mentioned the country. He means Iceland, the shop. It's Brian just being silly. The sweet, yeah, Wickham, the sweet one's lovely. Because a lot of people over here, they buy the Lindisfarne mead, which, yeah, fair enough, it's all right. But it's nothing like this Lancashire mead. Nothing at all. But you can buy it directly from the company. If you go onto the Lancashire Mead Company website, they will do a mail order. It's not cheap. I need to get to visit Valhalla in York. Didn't know about it. I'm in Darlington once a year or every other year. So next time, absolutely. You're not that far away. So, it's just a day out. But yeah, absolutely. At least it's there now. But yeah, it's the only Viking themed bar in the whole of the UK. And then the other thing you could do as well. Oh, sorry. I was reading that as Dennis. That was Dar. God, my eyesight. Yeah, Darlington. Oh, Darlington. That's a little bit random, isn't it? How's Bedtime Clown doing? How's Tricks Chuck? Sheila, Dar, you will have to tell us all. We will meet her. Oh, yeah. Oh, that, can you imagine that? You'd have to come for an extra day or two, and we'd all, because I don't drink alcohol just because I don't like the taste. I get migraines, but the sweet one sounds nice. It is really nice, Lani, and yeah. Well, I've put some away in the past, but I've never had a bad head off it. To be fair, but that's the way I look at it. Is that honey it cures everything. It's good for everything. So then honey alcohol is just even better, isn't it? It's a plus side. Pick you up on the way, absolutely. Do you know, we should try and coincide it with you coming over visiting your mum, Green Eyes, and then Dar being in Darlington. I'll pick you up in Oldham, and we'll cross country, meet up Sheila with her coming up the East Coast and picking up anybody on the way. And yeah, we'll all meet up in Darlington and meet Dar. Or meet in York and go to Valhalla. I will. My best Norwegian friends lived there for about 15 years, so I travelled there with them for shopping and pub rounds. Crawls, love, crawls, pub crawls. My mum's coming over in February. Okay, you might be okay, Lana. It's a mild sipping drink. It is. It's lovely, isn't it, Lady Witch? It's lovely and warming. BTC is great, free and great. You won 200 bones at the casino yesterday, and Daddy's getting her. Fantastic! Flipping heck. One of my friends won on the lottery on Wednesday night, £106. They're gutted though, it was 4 balls and the bonus ball. And I was like, that won't happen again, will it? What's the odds of you getting 5 numbers on the lottery draw, whether it's a bonus ball or not? So I said, you may as well, I would stop playing the lottery now because you ain't going to win. You'll never get that again. Are you in Oz, Lani? I'm really sorry. I always forget. I always forget where you are and where Carrie is. I'm terrible. Well, there is this company that I'm talking about, Lani. They've paired up with a company that delivers to or in North America, because the Lancashire Mead Company don't send it out, but they say if you're in the United States or wherever, that they will, or if you're abroad, they will send it. There, yeah, I don't know if they will send it to Australia, but it's actually very easy to make. It's very, very easy to make. Guinness and oh, I don't like martini. Ugh, that's not good. Do you know when someone was dying years ago, they'd feed that person nothing but honey. Then when they died, they put them in honey till they melted to nothing. Oh, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Wow. Millifol. Gosh. And then what would they do when they melt it? So when the body melted in it, would they still eat that honey that the dead person had been in? Oh, steak and Guinness. Oh, yeah, steak and Guinness pie. You make mead every few years, easy peasy. Now, do you do it with yeast, Lady Witch, or do you just use the natural yeast? Because I know some people, if they putting in things like raisins and so on. Oh, that's disgusting, Wiccan. Uh, bleh. I tell you what, I was going to make this year though, limoncello. I've got a really nice recipe for that. It was given to me when I was over in Italy. I've never made it, but I've drunk it that it was made, from this recipe, and whoa, it's really nice. Never had steak and Guinness pie, but Guinness next to steak is nice. So I'm guessing I'd like the pie as well. Oh, you would. The gravy's delicious, Dennis. It was really expensive, and it took about 10 years for the body to melt completely. Oh, fuck. How long ago are we talking, Wiccan? Because, I mean, I'm thinking it was like at least 100, 200 years ago, maybe. You use both. You love the natural yeast, but packet yeast is more predictable. I was going to say I've had it where I have tried to do it with natural yeast, and it just nothing's happened. I've got Manuka honey. It's this pet special Manuka honey for putting on wounds on animals. Although I've put it on myself as well. It is really good stuff. To make the perfect cup of tea, they say, agitate the bag. So I slap Shona on the ass and say, 2 sugars, please. Is she sitting there letting you say all of this, Brian? Come on, we need to sort this Shona out. Come on, love. You're letting the girls down. Beat him. Get a stick and beat him. Well, I got told that before. I like man jokes. Oh yeah, wasn't I going to tell you all my joke the other day? So, I don't know if I told you all or not, but I'm going to tell you. I'll do it anyway. So, yeah, duh. I don't know why. Poor Shona, she needs a bloody medal. So, this guy, and I'm sorry to those who have heard it already. This guy is a big drinker, and he goes out every night, gets pissed, goes home, pukes up, whatever. His wife's getting really fed up of it, so she says, once more, one more time, you come in this house pissed up like that, this marriage is over. You'll be taking your bags, there's the door, off you fuck. That's it. No more. So he goes out, goes to work, goes straight to the pub from work, can't help himself, gets absolutely wankered, and he pukes up on himself. So he's got sick all down his front, and his best mate's at the bar comes in and sees him sat there covered in sick, crying. And he's got like, fella, what's wrong with you? What's the matter? And he's like, oh, I couldn't stop myself. I've been drinking. My marriage is over now. My wife, I'm going to go home. My wife's going to see the state of me, and that's it. She's going to throw me out. So his mate says, listen, right, what you need to do is this. Tell her that I came in the pub, bladdered drunk, puked up all over you. I'm really sorry. And here, and he gets £20 out of his wallet. He said, I'll put this £20 in your inside pocket and tell her that because this was me, I'm going to pay for your dry cleaning. She'll forgive you. Thank you, mate. Thank you anyway. So home he goes. And he comes in through the front door, as you can imagine, stinking of alcohol, covered in sick. And his wife takes one look at him. She goes, no, absolutely fucking not. No, you're not coming in this house. That's it. I told you if you got drunk anymore, we're over. End of. And he's like, but no, love, it weren't me. It weren't me. He said, I was just in the pub minding my own business. He said, and this fella, dickhead, got drunk. He said, come walking over to me and thrown up down the front of me. He said, he's even given me £20 to dry clean my suit. He said, it's here in my inside pocket. So his wife goes over, rummages in his inside pocket and pulls this £20 note out. But she said, there's two here. She said, what's this other £20 note? And he said, that is from the man who shat in my pants. Sorry. I love that joke. Sorry. I shouldn't laugh at my own jokes, but I have to. Oh man. Badum ching. Oh gosh, I better go back up and check what I've missed in the chat. Did you like that one, bedtime? Shut up, Brian. I did finish it. Oh dear. Right, let me see. Lani, I got some. Oh, your honey was fed from. Oh, it's from bees that fed on the mangoes. That sounds delicious. Lani got from Woolies. We don't have. Woolies isn't here anymore. Woolworths. I think you're the only country that's still got a Woolies, aren't you? Sorry, Danny. I was a bit near the knuckle, but that was nice. I need to go now to get food. Nice to go off on that. Bye, everyone. Hope you all have a good night. Well, it was lovely to see you, Dennis. I am going to be starting to do more regular lives, and I'll keep my lookouts for you when you're doing your little gaming. I just come in and watch you killing shit, so I find it. But I never want to interrupt you because you're talking away and you're shooting shit or building shit or whatever it is that you do. So I pop in, I see you, and then I leave. But I try and get you do it so you get your watch hours up. Take care anyway, love. It was really nice to see you. Now, let me see. Lady says the Viking Festival in Largs is great. Oh yeah, up Alliar. Burning the boat on the promenade, drinking mead all night. The big festival is coming up in January, Shetlands. And yeah, oh God, for anybody who hasn't been, don't go on the ferry. Go by plane. And that's just my advice. Yeah, Up Alliar is brilliant. It is a really good festival. It's the biggest fire festival in the whole of Europe. Even Scandinavia doesn't do doesn't do the the boat burning. I mean, it's really funny, isn't it? You get the yells coming through, walking through the town, and yeah. But it's worth going. But it is yeah, it's mad. I've got family in Shetland and Orkney, so I've been very, very, very drunk there. Up Alliar. What do you get if you cross a tortoise with a vibrator? What? An armadillo. Oh my goodness. What's Lani saying here? Oh, your mangoes, one of my favourite fruits. I make mango smoothies all the time. Being in Vic, we don't have tropical fruits as much as Queensland. So during the colder months, I have to buy frozen. Oh, okay. Hi, Greg. Happy. Oh God, I nearly said Happy Halloween again. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm trying to remember to say Happy Thanksgiving to our lovely people in America. I don't think, as I think COVID has vanished, hasn't he? So we had Lady Witch, we have Joe, we have Greg, we had COVIDs, we've got Danny After Dark. We just got 5 of our lovely American cousins in. I can't remember. Yeah, you still have Woolies answering 5 hours later. It's absolutely fine, Lani. That's what Cassius normally does. You ask him a question, and then like an hour later he comes in and he goes, "Oh, I've just realised I was kind of I was an hour and a half behind the chat. Went to a paraplegic strip club the other day. The place was crawling with pussy." Oh, Brian! Hey, Brian, shut up, or you know what'll happen. Da 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 da. 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 That's all I'm gonna say. Gotta stop it. Well, it sounds like, I'm wondering if they've caught these burglars or murderers or whatever they are, because it appears that the helicopter's not buzzing round anymore. I know, Frida, he wants to watch himself. I might start singing in a minute. And it won't be the mice off Bagpuss, I can assure you of that. So that's a good thing about YouTube. You meet people from all over the world, different people, different culture and different traditions. I know, and it's I like it, Dar. Brian is trying hard to get shot down for adult content. I know he's a right get, isn't he? It's creepy and it's yeah. It's altogether mucky. I can't remember all the words. Oh Lord. But that's it, isn't it? If you look and think how many different countries have we got in chat here at the moment? Brian, I was just thinking a good sing song would be great. Yeah. So we've got Ireland, we've got Australia, we've got America, quite a few different states. We've got Scotland, 2 different towns, cities in Scotland. We've got England, quite a few people spread around. We've got Norway, we've got Turkey, we've got, I can't remember where else we've got. Don't go on the ferry. Yeah, that's it, Lady Stardust. Do you know what? I've done it twice, that crossing in rough seas, and oh God, I can't even tell you. There's a video on YouTube, and it was the security cameras on one of the ships that did the crossing over to Shetland. Not the one I was on, but it was very similar. And it was during the rough seas, and some fucking comedian put it to Rod Stewart. I am sailing. It is awful. Oh yeah, Texas. We can't forget the Texans, because you're one on your own anyway. You've got turkey and stuffing. Are you all singing the Addams Family theme song now? Should I start it? Da 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 da. The creepy and the spooky. Do you know which bit did me though? That bit where he said about it, Sasquatch. I'm sorry, guys. I can't see any. He's just said it. I've got the joke. And he's put it up green eyes. Brian, you bastard. Jesus, I don't know what's funnier, that or somebody thinking that fucking Skegness was Israel. Oh God, me back. Fuck. I've just got visions of Mossad sitting on the harbour wall eating fish and chips and getting mugged by fucking seagulls. Oh, don't bring your mum to work. Oh God, don't. Oh, Lady Witch, don't. Oh God, I'm gonna die. Right. Holy jizz pies. Yeah, Mossad getting mugged by seagulls in Skegness. Oh my God, we think it might be. Yes, Sheila and Lady Witch does know. Oh. Right, don't make me laugh anymore. Oh. Right. Sorry about this, guys. I'm dying. No, Voodoo, ask Bedtime Cloud to remind you. It was the funny story I was laughing at. They played the Titanic when we boarded first time, never again. Oh God, no. That crossing to Shetland is awful in bad weather. I don't like it at the best of times, but my God, it's wicked. Well, that video that's on YouTube, it's horrendous. I mean, some girl, the boat is literally tipping, and she gets flung from one side of the bar straight into a pillar. She's unconscious on the floor. A piano is then rolling towards her, and people can't get hold of her to kind of drag her out of the way. So, oh dear me. I'm sorry guys about that. I just had a total loss of Oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, Dar. I'll send you a text message. and explain it. But no, voodoo, you do know. You do know. Think about it. Have you saved it? Have you bottled it? Have you recorded it? Just so. I'm sorry, I've just got visions of Mossad on the seawall in Skegness. Oh God! Do you know what, Greg? It always, absolutely always. Anyway, I thought you would do voodoo. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? Let me know. to stop me laughing. Hiya, Sid. How you doing? How you doing? Sorry, you're coming while I'm choking. Oh. So yeah, he's a bugger. He is, Cassius. I tell you. So, what's everybody doing for the weekend? Let me know. Frida is going to Skegness. Oh God. Oh, Janet, yeah. Sid, love to Nancy. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to mute for a second. Oh my God. Just nearly finished myself off there. What, you'll be shitting all weekend, Greg. What the fuck? Oh, don't! I've given myself a headache from laughing. What have you missed? Not a lot, really. We've just been. What did we cover? Oh, yeah, we were talking about new Dogman channel that started that you'll probably like. It's called Planet 412, but it's all in wording. Guy called Matt Emch, who has just put what's it called up? Oh God, sorry. Oh my God, sorry. Oh, Frida's just saying she can't still. Oh no, hang on. Why am I saying Sid can't see? Frida can't see you, but you can see her, can't you? You're having a right bubble, ain't ya? I don't know. I've no idea what we're talking about, but my head is banging now. So yeah, Matt Emch's channel, that's a new one. I was talking to Do It Noel's Way Paranormal came in because he and I are going to work on a collaboration, and he's going to come up as a panel guest, if not next week, the week after. And we're going to talk about his paranormal investigations when he does his overnighters. This is what I need because I couldn't breathe through laughing. We have I don't know if you remember Dennis. He came in. Dennis Kangaroo used to come in for the Viking stuff. So we've been talking about Mead. We've been talking about Vikings. We have been talking about what else? I can't remember what we were talking about. Oh God, somebody help me out. I can't even remember now. Oh, we were talking about Shetland and the crossing to Shetland, and then I started laughing talking about Skegness. So, and that's kind of it now. But no, I can't breathe. I've really knackered my lungs. So, and I was just asking what everybody's up to at weekend. So let me know. So all I know so far is that Greg's going to be shitting his brains out all weekend. God, excuse me. You was in Morecambe. Oh yeah, was that a punk? Was it a punk thing that you were at, Sid? And if so, was it? Or were you performing? Yeah, let's all go to Skeggy. It's very lucky leggy. La 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, they do. There's a Butlins at Skeggy, isn't there? I keep seeing these big weekenders advertised, but I don't know if they would be any good. I've no idea. I've never been to a Butlins, to be honest. Have you? Has anybody? Are they any good? Is it worth the money? Is it trashy? I don't know. Nancy's like, oh, that's good. Is she home, Sid? Oh, and did she manage to go to the fest, whatever it was that you went to last week, up to Morecambe? Or did you just go kind of on your own, no kiss? Moss adults. Oh, when you was a kid. Was it any good? I don't think I've ever been to a holiday park. I don't think. Kim's, we went to the pub I used to drink in. It was shite. Was it? Which did you go to though, Cassius? I suppose it just depends what kind of a holiday you're looking for. This was really funny. Get this, me of all people. Somebody called me a posh bird. I went, a what? Do you know why? Because I said we were talking about going on holiday, and I said, oh no, I wouldn't go topless on the beach on holiday. And they were like, well, everybody does it. I said, no, I don't want people looking. Well, then nobody's looking. I said, no, but I don't want people looking. I'm not going to go topless on a beach. I said, I'll go topless if I'm staying in a private villa. At which point it was like, ooh, private villa, is it? Oh, posh bird have we here? I was like, there's nothing posh about that. I'm just saying that I don't get me jubblies out on the beach. I would do it in private. So a posh bird, shut up, Brian. Shut up and shut up again. No one would. They might notice. I know. Notice why I said on holiday. Well, they were all daring me to flash them at the police helicopter earlier. We don't use that phrase here, bird. I don't like it. Well, it's not used that often up here. It tends to be more of a southern word, like a description. They don't tend to say it up here, but yeah, it was just a bloke up in this neck of the woods happened to say, "Oh, you're a posh bird, you." The best part of this weekend is doing nothing, talking like the 54-year-old dinosaur that you are. Oh, you're not. 54 is the new 34, Dar. I'll just have you know. You went topless on a beach, everybody running the water. Sheila Bryan, Shazzy. No, I don't. Well, I would have actually tonight because it's below zero. It's bloody freezing. Your kids love Butlins in wherever. I know. I was going to say, how does she know? I'm getting a little bit worried about that Sheila one. She was supposed to be coming here for a weekend. I don't know. Oh, you're 56, are you, Greg? Wow. Frida. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's compliment evening. Do you know what? Let's do compliments. I think we're going to do compliments. Right. Frida started it off there because we haven't done this for a while, have we? Where you have to say something nice about someone. Frida started it saying, duh, you are a very attractive man. And I mean that. So there we go. So I am going to pick on one of you. I always say I don't have massive boobs, but you've got fabulous nipples. How can you have fabulous nipples? I'm not doubting you have got fabulous nipples. I'm just saying it's not Something I would have said. Kiss, love you, laugh. What, me choking to death laugh, Kathy? Oh my God. Oh, don't set me off. I've only just started being able to breathe again. Oh, have you got fabulous nipples as well, Greg? Let's all hear it for Sheila's fabulous nipples. I mean, I've heard people say, you've got a fabulous behind or fabulous legs or you've got a nice pair of ankles. Kids can fart down the phone. Yeah, not all the time. Your knees like your nipples, do they? Kathy. Oh my goodness. Hello, Tracy. How are you doing? I've not seen you for ages. Where have you been? God, yeah, not seen you for a yonkers. Hope you're all right. I got confused because there was somebody in Wickham's chat called Tracy, and I thought it was you, but it's a different Tracy. Frida's saying hello to Sheila's nipples. Oh, yeah, everybody is glad to see you there. Oh man. I can't laugh like that. Have I missed the food talk, or did you just go straight to smoke? We haven't talked about food actually, Sid, I don't think. Did we? Oh, do you know what? I can't even remember. This lot bore the shit out of me, so I can't remember what we talked about. Oh no, we talked about alcohol. That could count. We've been talking about mead. That was the other thing, yeah. We talked about mead and then straight onto Sheila's nipples. What do you all reckon is your best feature? If somebody said you had to put it in the chat, if your life depended on it, and it doesn't matter, it's not being conceited or anything, and you had to say what your best feature is, what is it? Go on, fire them away and let me see what your best features are. Your feet? Is that real, Sheila, or green eyes? Your eye? Oh yeah, you have got very striking eyes, green eyes. Voodoo, yes, as well. Your eyes are beautiful. A lot of people have very, very nice eyes. There's something you don't tend to look at. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Tracy. I'm glad you're all right. Yeah, your eyes are good as well. I don't know what. I can't see your links, Brian, love. Yeah, eyes. Yeah, and as well, you've got eyes. No idea. I think your smile, Wix. You've got a lovely smile. Cassius, your gob. Brian, your legs. Is that it with or without fishnets, Brian? You have a cute little hands and pretty toes. Popular vote at the bar, your boobs. Excellent. That's excellent, Lady Witch. They both have beautiful eyes. He has got lovely pins, hasn't he, when they're in tights? Yes. Do you have an OnlyFans feet site, Sheila? Yeah, you make a fortune. Your hands, Kathy. And you craft it, you make jewellery and beautiful things, don't you, as well, Kathy? Your jumblies, Joe's jumblies. I think as much as it's looking a bit tatty there, because I'd kind of let my hair go frizzy, I think mine is my hair. I would be gutted if I lost my hair. Because it's really long and I can do all sorts of things with it. But yeah, so like on that photo, I just let it dry on its own. I didn't bother. I'd kind of just got out of the shower and farted around the house. And I think was that last Thursday? I think. I can't remember. Nipples like massive Ferguson wheel nuts. What the? What? Oh my goodness. What's your best feature, Greg? Or have I missed it? And Tracy, what's yours? And Lady Stardust, what are yours? And Simples is her. Actually, no. Sorry, wrong person. No, we need to know Simples as well. Cassie's. Oh, I was told I have a beautiful soul. It was something along the lines of "Go fuck yourself," but to me, I translated it a beautiful soul. No, Cassie's. What they meant was you're an arsehole. You misheard and you thought they said, "Ah, your soul." Nothing. Of course you have. Of course you have, Greg. And in the absence of seeing what you look like, I would say it would be your beautiful heart, because you've got a very kind heart. And that's all I've seen of you, but I like it. Tracy obviously can't see me still. Can somebody say hi to her? Tracy Wicken says hi. Tracy Wicken says hello, love. That's what it was, but it translated to a night. I hear you, Cassius. I hear you. Tracy says, "Tell Wicken hello." Do you know you two have got exactly the same problem as Sid and Frida? There's no reason for it. It's just one of those crazy things. Snap had already said, "Tell Brian." Oh, it bugs me that you two can't see each other. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. Cassie's put a video up of you after you sunbathing. What? I'm losing the track here. Oh, this is not turning into... This is a live from Satan, isn't it? Kiss, same to you. You have a beautiful heart. You're a beautiful lady. You're all beautiful people. This is just turning into a beauty fest, isn't it? Oh, Brian, they poked it tight. You have a lovely what? Cassie is really, if you're talking about, oh Christ, fucking tight. Yeah, I'd be really careful. Don't be telling Brian he's got a lovely anything, because we're going to leave you two to get a room. It's not going to come out. This is not going to end well. Stop now. Leave it. Just wave at Brian and give him a thumbs up. That'll be enough. You don't want to get yourself in a situation here. I'd like to give Frida a compliment. She's such a classy looking lady and we all love her to bits. Yes. Do you know what? We do, actually. Oh, some say my eyes, I don't like them. Oh, well, you know, we're always like that though. We always put ourselves down for different things, don't we? I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So about the Frida thing. Okay, so I love Frida to pieces, and she is somebody I class as a friend, a good friend. And I could phone Frida up and tell her my deepest, darkest secrets, and she would never repeat them. But anyway, Brian's just put it. Sorry, Frida. We've got this little thing now where if we're talking to Frida and anybody says the C word, you automatically have to go, "Sorry, Frida," even though she's not bothered. And it's now become, it's compulsory. If you say "see you next Tuesday," you have to say "sorry, Frida" after it. She finds it rather funny, but it's just become now where, you know, when you salute the magpie in the UK, I don't know if you do it in America, but over here, if you see a magpie, a lot of people have to salute the magpie for luck, because if you don't do it, you're going to have bad luck. So, so it's now become like that with poor Frida. If you say "cunt," you have to go, "Sorry, Frida." It's like wicked. No, she is. Frida, for anybody who doesn't know, Frida has got to be one of the sweetest people you would ever meet, and she's hilarious. But you don't. The thing is, because she's not. I'm going to say high profile, and I don't mean that in the way it probably sounds. I said meth pie. What's meth pie? Oh, magpie. You've been saluting vultures. That's just your black soul voodoo. But now Frida finds herself often saying cunt under her breath. Sorry, Frida. Yeah, thank you. Get it in. Oh, man. What else have I got here? Yeah. So anyway, that's the thing. So if anybody feels inclined to say, see you next Tuesday, the rules of the house are you have to say, sorry, Frida, after it. The other day, though, what was I like? Because I was really, really cross and I was on the phone and I just went, oh, I'm getting these all in now. Sorry, Frida, sorry, Frida, sorry, Frida, sorry, Frida, sorry, Frida. They're on account because I'm going to be saying cunt a lot. You seem to what? I can't see what you say. I seem to Picos. What's that? Fighting yesterday. What the hell's that? Frida, do you say sorry, Frida, when you say that word? Joe, I never say Canute. Sorry, Frida. Oh, I tell you, Joe, it's had me this Picos. Oh, what? Oh, bloody hell, Brian. It's too late. I've been drinking whiskey while I've been sitting here. For God's sake. What we on? 2 hours. You've had 2 hours of absolute shite. It's not bad, that. 2 hours of shite when I've got no content. I'm supposed to be going dancing tomorrow night, but I don't know if I can be bothered. If it's going to be really cold, I'm going to stay at home. Oh, guess what I did? Right. Do you know how I used to set off your Cassius? I used to set your Alexa off down the phone. I did it to Frida. I were on the phone to Frida and I heard her Alexa go off in the background and I shouted really loud and I went, yeah, watch this now. Cassius will do it. Frida's will do it. Sheila's will do it. Alexa, what is 100 in Welsh? Let me know how many Alexas went off. Oh, Cassius, you spoil sport. I wonder if Frida's went off. No, she's probably turned it off. Did it? Oh, Kathy, ask it. Did you? Yours went off. I know it would have done. It always picks me up. Yours does. Oh, yours did it, and it didn't apologise. For anyone who doesn't know, if you ask Alexa to translate and you say, what is 100 in Welsh? And it goes, 100 in Welsh is cunt. I am sorry, Frida, but I got it again. I am so childish, but when I find out that I can talk to my friends on the phone and then shout their Alexa and it all goes off, I hope that's happened to some of the people in the nosebleeds as well. Oh gosh. Anywho, I think I'm going to have to probably start winding down now because my lungs are killing me from that laughing. Shouldn't have done it, but it was just the joy of listening to, yeah. So, so I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, Frida. I'm sorry I made it swear at you. Okay, so thank you everybody for being here tonight. It has been quite funny, even though we've had absolutely zero content. But it was just nice to catch up with everybody and touch base because I've been too busy this week. So we can just say Welsh 100s. Yes, we could just say that instead. Yeah. Or we could just say, hey, you're a 100 in Welsh. So we don't have to say, see you next Tuesday. So we'll be back on Tuesday for the long-awaited Purple Aki Live. And hopefully with a bit of Dogman story. I'm going to do a little bit more research into this Matt Emch story. Canute sounds better, yeah. Oh, thank you, Dar and Greg. It's been lovely. I always love it when you guys come in, and Brian and Lady Witch and Wicca and Sheila and Green Eyes and Voodoo and give love to bedtime because I know he's tootled off somewhere, hasn't he? And then after that, we will be doing the the interview with Do It Noel's Way Paranormal. I've laughed my ass off. Thank you for the laughs. Everyone have a great weekend. Looking forward to Purple Aki. Yeah. And hey, Cassius, have you turned it off? Oh, see Janet Love and Kathy and Tracy. Cassius, before you go, Alexa, what is 100 in Welsh? Have that. Frida, oh well, off to Skeggy tomorrow, meeting up with my comrades, night. Oh, Sid, no, come back more. Well, Tuesday it's going to be Purple Aki, who you'll have heard of, and a bit of Dogman. I know I am a bastard down to Cassius, and I bet I've made Frida's go off as well. Yes, I am a bastard. I'm a terrible bastard. Oh dear. Oh God, did I? Sorry, Frida. Oh, well, listen, thank you guys all for coming in. I'm sorry I lost it talking about Mossad in Skegness. For those who know, they know. Dar, I will. I thought I told you. I will. I'll drop you a text message, Dar, and let you know why I was howling laughing. I just didn't want to go into it on air because it would have taken forever. Kiss, you're acting the cunt. Sorry. I am wicked. I'm getting giddy. You did it. Make it. Right. On that note, I would like to say good night, everybody. You're a lovely lot. Can I say good night to all those Mossad agents who were sitting on the seawall in Skegness eating chips? Good night to everybody all over the world. Wherever you are, wherever you may be, it's lovely to see people I've not seen for ages, like Kathy and Lady Stardust and Dennis and Do It Noel's Way Paranormal. Oh, bedtime's still there. Sorry, Chuck, I thought you'd gone. Thanks for coming in, Lady Stardust. It's been really good to see you, and Brian being as insulting as always. So, I shall see you all on the bright side. Night all. Bye.